mejorar la recompensa, curarme, asegurarme, revisarme. Voy para allá.
Hey, you can't just walk in here. This is the hidden back base. How do I know you're not a Vulcan spy sent to kill Gadon Thek? A lot of people want to go inside and speak to Gadon. He's a hero of the common folk. But the days of the Hidden Beck's open-door policy are gone. Between the Sith conquest and the Vulcan gang war, Gadon has more enemies than he used to. We're being careful about who we let in now. Well, we do need all the help we can get. And you don't look like you're with the Vulcans or the Sith. Besides, it's not like you can do anything to harm Gadon in the heart of his own base. Not with Zerdra watching his back. Go in and speak to Gadon if you want. Just remember to be on your best behavior. The Hidden Becks are watching you.
Buenos días, buen señor.
Kabadumpaku, paliamu kapata, budanajaku. Manaman atota, hakijukrata bula shwi.
Hold it right there. Who are you? And what is your business with Gadon?
Calm down, Zerdra. Nobody's going to try anything here in the middle of our own base. It would be a suicide mission.
You're too trusting, Gadon. Brejik and his Vulkars want you dead. Anyone we don't know is a potential threat, and it's my job to make sure you're safe.
Do you want us to start attacking strangers on sight, Zerdra? Like the Vulkars do? I will never let it come to that. Now step aside and let them pass.
As you wish. You can speak to Gadon if you want, but I've got my eye on you. You try anything and you'll be vaporized before you can say Vulcar spy.
Vulcan spy. Es importante quedar acá.
You'll have to forgive Zerdra. Ever since Brejik and the Vulkars began this war against us, she's been a little overzealous in her security duties. The problems with the Sith haven't helped things. Zerdra seems to forget that I know how to look after myself. Now. A foreign army invades Terrace, declares martial law, and locks down all travel to and from the... If the Sith ever moved in down here, all the swoop gangs would unite against them. We'd use hit-and-run guerrilla tactics to pick them off. Their casualties would be enormous.
Don't fool yourself. The Sith would never commit to that kind of operation. They'd probably do something much more grand and deadly.
But so far, the Sith have stayed out of the lower city, and our strength is wasted on this stupid gang war. I tried to explain this to Brejik, but he and his Vulkars won't listen. The escape pods? You know, I heard the Sith have been asking around the upper city about them as well.
They might be spies, Gadon. They might be working for the Sith.
Calm down, Zerdra. If the Sith thought we knew anything useful, they'd have a battalion of troops kicking down our door. No, I think this off-worlder has his own agenda. I suppose I could tell you what I know. It's not like it could do any harm to me or my gang. But it might cause problems for the Vulkar. The Vulkars stripped those pods clean within hours after they landed. It's too bad we didn't get there first, considering what my spies reported the Vulkars found. Normally, the Vulkars would take a captured slave and sell them for a nice profit to Davik, or an off-world slaver. But a Republic officer is no ordinary catch.
I still think Bastila's just a Republic officer. That could work to our advantage. Maybe she'll even figure out a way to escape from the Vulkar base on her own.
She's too valuable to leave with the Vulkar scum at the base. Brejik's probably got your Republic friend hidden away somewhere safe until the big swoop race. You'll never find her. afraid your friend has become a pawn in Brejik's game to take over the lower city. He's offered her up as the Vulkar's share of the prize in the annual swoop gang race. By putting up such a valuable prize, Brejik hopes to win the loyalty of some of the smaller gangs. Their numbers will allow him to finally destroy me and my followers.
So how do you propose we go about rescuing Bastila then? Well, we can't fight all the gangs.
The only hope you have of rescuing Bastila is to somehow win the big season opener of the swoop race. I might be able to help you with this, if you'd be willing to help us. We both have something to gain here, and much to lose. You really don't have any other choice. Not if you want to get Bastila back. You should at least listen to what I have to say. The swoop race is for the lower city gangs only. I could sponsor you as a rider for the Hiddenbecks this year. If you win the race, you'll win your friend's freedom. But first, you have to do something for me. My mechanics have developed an accelerator for a swoop engine. A bike with the accelerator installed can beat any other swoop out there. But the Vulkars stole the prototype from us. They plan to use it to guarantee a victory in this year's swoop race. I need you to break into their base and steal it back. My word is my bond. Everybody in the lower city knows my reputation. Besides, you really don't have a choice. I'm your only ticket into the swoop race. Getting into the Vulkar base won't be easy. The front doors are locked tight. But I know someone who might be able to get you in the back way. Mission Veo.
Mission? Gaddon, you can't be serious. She's just a kid. How is she supposed to help them with this?
Mission's explored every step of every back alley in the lower city. Plus, she knows the undercity sewers better than anyone. If anyone can get inside the Vulkar base, it's her. She and her Wookiee friend Zalbar are always looking to stir up a little excitement. They like to go exploring in the Undercity, despite the dangers. Your best bet is to look for her in the Undercity. But you'll need some way past the Sith guard post at the elevator. A simple disguise might have worked on the Upper City guard, but the security down here is much tougher. You'll need the proper papers to get past him. Luckily, my gang ambushed one of the Sith patrols headed down to the Undercity. They never made it, and their security papers fell into my hands. Since we're working together now, I suppose I could give them to you in exchange for your uniforms. With the security papers, you won't need a disguise anyway. I like to be prepared. Eventually, the Sith are going to try to drive us out of the Undercity. Sith disguises might give my people the edge we need in a crucial battle. The disguise won't help you get into the Undercity. Besides, soon the Sith will realize they've got a few too many uniforms missing, and the only way to get around will be the security papers. Good choice. Thanks for the uniforms. You won't need them with these security papers anyway. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? Your time would probably be better spent going after the prototype swoop.
Very tactful. Are you itching for a fight or something?
How dare you? I should kill you where you stand.
Calm down, Sandra. I'm not ashamed of what I've become. As you can see, I lost my eyes in a swoop racing crash. I rely on these artificial replacements to see now. But my blindness was not the worst consequence of my accident. My affliction was what eventually led to this war between my Becks and the Vulkars. When I lost my sight in the swoop bike accident, everyone assumed I would step down as leader of the Hidden Becks and let Brejik, my most trusted follower, take over. But with my ocular implants, I can still see well enough to lead this gang. And I knew Brejik wasn't ready to take over yet. Unfortunately, Brejik didn't agree with me. In a rage, he left to join our arch-rivals, the Black Vulkars. A lot of the younger gang members followed him, and soon he and his followers had taken control of the Vulkar gang. Brezhik is a proud man. My decision was a public humiliation for him. Maybe if I had stepped down, this gang war could have been avoided.
Don't fool yourself, Gadden. Brezhik wants to control the lower city gangs. If you'd stepped down, he'd have led the Beks against the Vulkars. He wanted this war, one way or another.
I know you're right, Zerdra. Brezhik won't rest until I am dead and the Beks are no more. But it's hard to accept the truth of his betrayal. Your time would probably be... She and her Wookiee friend Zalbar are always looking to stir up a little... Your best bet is to look for her in the Undercity. But you'll need some way past the Sith guard post at the elevator. Your time... A foreign army invades Terrace if the...
Don't...
But so far, the Sith have stayed out of the lower city. And our strength is wasted on this stupid gang war. Your time would... Not while the Sith quarantine is in place. Even the fastest smuggler, any ship leaving the Terrace atmosphere without the proper codes would be instantly disintegrated by blaster. Your time... When I lost my sight in the swoop bike, but with my inner rage, he... Brezhik is a proud man. I know you're right, Zerdra. Brezhik won't rest until I am dead and the... Feel free to come back.
You can speak to Gadden if you want, but I've got my eye on you.
Documento para entrar por allá. Voy a ver si intento alguna puerta de estas que se viene. Bueno, amiguita,
You're back. Did you manage to get Holden to withdraw? He called the bounty off? That's wonderful! I only wish I had something to give you as a reward. Wait a minute, I know. I don't have many credits, but there is something I can give you. It's a family heirloom. It's not much, but it's something. I can never truly repay you for helping me, but you'll always have my thanks for what you did.
Cinta neural. ¿Eh? ¡Oh! Ay, me vine sin mi compañero. Buscarlo y así transmitir.
Hold on there, civilian. Only those with official Sith business are allowed. Unless you've got the proper security papers, you better just turn. Let me see. Yeah, these look to be in order. Okay, the Undercity is crawling with mutants. Rat ghouls, they call them. If you see anything moving down there, shoot first and...
Muy bien.
You there, Upworlder! Anyone using this elevator has to pay the toll.
Yeah, this is our elevator. If you use it, you gotta give us something.
I don't believe this planet. Even the beggars are trying to shake us down.
5 credits! That's what it costs to use our elevator. 5 credits! We are the outcasts, banished and reviled by those who dwell
Here in the filth and darkness, we claw out a wretched existence, scavenging and...
This is our village. We live here in the Undercity. You have to pay... Please have pity on us. We have nothing. All we ask is a few credits to make our lives easier. Run, my brother! Flee this one's wrath!
Go on, you two. Get out of here! I'm sorry about that. Those 2 beggars give everyone in the village a bad name. We aren't all like that, you know. Most of us are good people.
I'm sure you are, miss. It's just too bad your little welcoming committee is here to give people a bad first impression.
My name is Shalina. You're from the Upworld, aren't you? I've never seen it. I was born here in the Undercity. Is it as nice as they say up there? Not to you, I suppose, but you're probably used to its beauty by now. I've never been to the surface, but sometimes I think I can see it in my dreams. The sun, the sky, the stars. It all sounds so wonderful. Gendar, the leader of our village, tells me I should spend more time trying to improve things down here and less time dreaming about something I can never have. Maybe he's right. You probably think I'm a fool, having dreams of a place I've never even seen. But when I was little, Rukil used to tell me stories of what it was like up there. Rukil is the oldest man in the village. The kids call him Rukil Wrinkleskin, but he's a kind man. I still like to listen to his tales about the Promised Land, even though I know they're just legends, but it helps to make the Undercity seem less... It's just a story to make little children smile. Rukil believes in it, though. Sometimes I can almost believe it myself, but... I guess we have to make the best of what we have, though. If you really want to learn more about the Promise... He's wandering around somewhere on the south side of the village. He doesn't move too far. The children laugh at him, and people think he's crazy because of his stories about the Promised Land. You'd probably get more information from Gendar, the village leader. He'll be somewhere in the village. I couldn't say where for sure. He's always... He's wandering. The children laugh at him, and people think he's... He'll be somewhere in the village. I couldn't say where for sure. I don't know anything about that, but maybe Gendar could... There were quite a few people from the surface marching through the village, but none of them bothered to talk to me. Well, I was born here for starters. My parents were outcasts. Everyone here is an outcast. Or the descendants of one. It's tough down here, but we survive. I guess it's easy. Some of the people have given up all hope. They've become bitter and depressed, but most of us are... Gendar could probably tell you more. Or maybe Rukia. Oh, okay. Well, if you ever need anything, or if you just feel like talking, come back.
Voy a explorar y a ver qué encuentro por ahí.
Avery!
Voy a encontrar la tipa, vamos a ver qué me dice.
Me and Zalbar, we were just wandering around here in the Undercity. You know, looking...
I guess with a Wookiee at your side, you've got to figure you can handle the...
Only this time, they were waiting for us. Gamorrean slave hunters. We didn't even have a chance to run. Big Z threw himself... I took off. I figured Zalbar would be right behind me. But there were too many of them. He couldn't get away. I don't know for sure, but those Gamorreans like to hang out in the sewers. The stink reminds them of home, I guess. That's probably where they took Big Z. It's a deal. As soon as we get Big Z back, I'll show you a way into that Vulcar base. Now come on! We have to find Zalba before they sell him.
Do you know where he's being kept?
The Gamorreans make their camps in the sewers. I bet that's where we'll find Zalbar. And that's where I'll show you the secret.
Muy bien.
Huh?
Oh. Muy bien. Chica Stacy.
Yes?
Voy a buscar el bicho si quiero.